Yeah guys, welcome back to the channel. I came across this and I decided that I have to share it with you today. Throughout history, there has been a truth that cannot be silenced no matter how the world tries to bury it. So guys, let's get into this. I'll be back with more commentaries. Stay tuned.
We were in.
Many people don't want to acknowledge that the black community are the chosen people because let's get deep into this, because in reality they have the knowledge that most people don't have. Like, the only reason why people know how to farm is because of the black community. The only reason why we have the music that we have today is because of the black community. There wouldn't be no rock or metal if it wasn't for blues and jazz. There wouldn't be pop music if it wasn't for disco. There's a lot of things that they created that white people never did. White people really don't have that deep of knowledge. It's either stolen ideas or they're bought. Let's be real. What did white people really invent? You could say Tesla from Elon Musk, but he didn't make that. It was a stolen idea. If you go read what he did, he literally stole the whole business. You could say Trump, but what did Trump do? Stolen ideas, copied somebody else's ideas, just like his speeches. It's like a lot of white people just copy people. I mean, look at the dances on here. Who created those dances? The black community. And that's why this app's so boring right now, because it's not because all this stuff that's going on and the negativity. The black community literally just took their energy away. That's why this app was positive, because a lot of the white people were copying their dance move, copying this, copying that, and they stopped doing it, stopped posting on here, because none of you will give them the credit or the acknowledgement that they created that dance move or that idea. Before this land was taken, white people had no clue what the fuck to do. They were taught their language, they were taught how to farm, they were taught how to season their food that they still don't know how to do. That's another thing, seasoning. All their favorite foods, barbecuing. You love the barbecue, right? That was the black community's idea. This is why they are chosen. They have the knowledge that most people don't have. There's a possibility there is white people who are chosen, because let's face the facts. What happened during the Roman times and the slavery and all this other stuff, the black women were getting raped. So they were having their children. So there might be a bigger chance than we think that a lot of white people might have possibly a little black in them. That's why white people are jealous of them, because they know they have no creative ideas. They don't know how to cook, some of them. They don't know how to do much anything. They have to copy and paste everything the black community does, because they have no ideas of their own, or they're jealous of their looks, jealous of their ding-dongs, whatever. Because their light is shining more than white people's. And honestly, the Bible says there's antichrists everywhere. The antichrist, blah, blah, blah. But white people are the antichrist. You have no Christ consciousness whatsoever. If anything, you try to erase Christ consciousness. I mean, look at all of you right now in this day and age. But yeah, none of you has Christ consciousness. Most white people are full of hate, and a lot of black people are full of love. How do I know this? Because the black community treated me better than my own race. Let's just face the facts right there. The black community has treated me better than the white people. Back to the Antichrist, though. You have Jim Jones, you have Trump, you have a bunch of white people always saying they're trying to save the world, and they always don't. Those are Antichrists. Always white people doing it. But yeah, most of our knowledge that we know today, the music we have today, the foods we have today, is all from the black community's ideas, which is Christ consciousness, and God gave that knowledge for a reason.
You cannot tell me that black people ain't God's chosen people.
So in 2007, when my mom, me and my siblings escaped the cult we were in because my mom found out my dad had been cheating on her for many, many years. We had to move in with my grandma. We were kind of poor. We had nothing. My mom became a single mom and working a minimum wage job trying to provide for us after my dad basically abandoned us. My dad's family and their whole church congregation of white people did not help us in any way and abused and harassed us constantly and harassed my mom to forgive my dad and get back with him. My mom became friends with this wonderful black woman at her job. One night she takes my mom, crying, just telling this. She takes my mom to the grocery store and she gets 2 baskets and tells her to fill them up. It's so funny too because my mom did not want her to do that. She was like, you're not going to argue with me. She bought us 2 carts worth of groceries. She impacted my life in such a huge way and how I saw the world after exiting the cold.
Hey, black men. So I did a video the other day, and I'm going to expand on that. This creator was talking about how she believes that there is something that the government doesn't want us to know. Maybe the government, maybe like the rich 1%ers, the people in power, that hold all the power, don't want us to know about black people and something that is extremely special, extremely superhuman that you all have. I 100% agree. And I actually made a video about it after I saw Sinners, because I saw that movie and it's something that I've been thinking of for many, 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 many years. But Sinners just brought it more to my attention, how unique you are, how vibrant you are, how under stress, under duress, under the kind of stress that most people can't even manage to think about, much less live through. You guys not only live through, but you succeed, you excel, you thrive. And there's something I think that you have in your genetic makeup, not just your melanin. I mean, maybe it has something to do with melanin, but there's something else inside of you that makes you so unique, so special, so smart, so talented, so funny. Like, I can go on and on and on. And I think there's no way that racism, all the horrible things that happen and happened and still happen because of racism, is just because of the color of your skin. There's no way. So anyway, if you know what it is, tell me. I want some of it, or I want to be a part of it. I want to join forces. I'm kind of smart, so I'll add my intellect and my intelligence, and let's come together and be superhuman together.
My mother told me and my sibling, when we were young kids, I remember it was when my older brother started secondary school. It was a big deal, my older brother going off to the big boy school. And my mum sat us down. She said, if you're ever in trouble out there in the real world, look for a black woman. My mum said this. My mum was raised in this country from the age of 6, the UK. She said, look for a black woman. She said, anywhere in the world, a black woman will help you. She was never wrong. But like, it's incredible that my mother said that, and I don't know what my mum went through, but I remember seeing photos of my mum in school when she was in high school and stuff, and like she had loads of black friends and stuff, and they were all black women. So she obviously felt some protection. And growing up for me, I noticed in my school, it was a very predominantly white school. The black teachers looked out for me. I had a black Jamaican teacher called Mrs. Forrester. She looked out for me. But even outside of school, when I started growing out my hair, it was a black woman that taught me how to look after my curls, what products to use. I am trying to make a point here, and it's that black women get treated the worst by the medical field, by the education field, by the police, by everything. Yeah, they're the ones that give the most love. We don't give credit where credit is due. We really don't. And thank you to a specific thank you to the Jamaican community, because there was this Jamaican woman who helped my grandmother, and that's a different story. And just black women in general, thank you for everything you've done for me, for everything you've done for my family, and for everything you've done for our people. My people wouldn't have survived in the UK if it weren't for black people standing up for us, come to the protest for us, protesting with the bus rallies for us. Yeah, I know my history. Thank you.
Alright, so this video is about black people and how they're actually superior, not just physically and all this and genetically and all that stuff, but actually they're the chosen people. Not all black people, but a lot of them, and even I could say, I don't know if I could say most of them, but many of them. Specifically the people that are living in America, and specifically the people who have been sent all over the earth on slave ships. Those people are superior, even in the Most High's eyes himself, because those people are the Israelites. And there's a scripture that says, not only it says if you bless them you'll be blessed, but there's also one that says you have to cling to them or you can't even be saved. So for one, that means acknowledging who they are, obviously. And for two, it means reading even their own scriptures, because these scriptures are not for everyone.
Yeah, so I stumbled across this video on Facebook of this college professor. I don't know if it was real, fake, parody, advertisement. You never know these days. You never know. Nevertheless, he was spazzing. I'm talking about going in, going off, veins popping out. He was going off. It's like, they fired me from my job and I don't give a fuck anymore. I'm going to give you all this app that give you all the answers to all of your exams, right? And it's like I had an epiphany, like, damn, it don't take much for them to, spaz, go off, underlie their whole family, pew up a school, things like that. And I was like, damn, if anybody would be doing things like that, you would think it's us. You would think it's my people, right? With all the generational trauma that we have, you would think that we would be the ones that, from the snap of a finger, we're snapping, right? And it had me thinking, like, somebody, anybody, Please name a demographic that could go through what black people have went through, not only just in America but in the world. Because in the world, people, it's something about black people. People just despise us. They just it's I guess it's just the brainwashing, but whatever. But we're still loving. We're still welcoming. We're still shining bright like a diamond. We're still doing it well, with all the things that we endure and still go through. I say all that to say black people gotta be the chosen ones. There's no other logical answer. We are the chosen ones. God, it's like, name somebody that could have went through what black people go through, have went through, and still be how we are. You know what I'm saying? Still be loving, still biting out, giving cookout invites every 5 seconds. But hey, I get it. People don't fuck with us because they can't fuck with us.
You want to know how and why Black Americans, the real Israelites, the real Jews, the real indigenous Americans, you want to know why the Most High chose us specifically to be the people, to be a light to the world, to bring everyone else into worshiping our Father? Because you can't make up a heart like this. Our core, our nature, we want to get along with everybody. We want to get along with everybody, right? If people are nice to us, we fold. That's the spirit. We're unique in that way compared to other nations, because the other nations, they don't give a F-U-C-K. They do what they do. They W-A-R against us being the chosen people regardless. Us going through what we went through, us being able to have the eyes to see and the ears to hear that was bestowed upon us from our Heavenly Father, right? Was bestowed upon us from our Heavenly Father. We're still a loving people. Why do you think they've worked so hard to demonize us? Because they know we're suckers at heart, bro. They know we are the children. They know Black Americans are the children of the living God. They know that. This is why they worked so hard and put so much money behind our less than 1% of reprobated minded, to make it seem like we're all like, and we're not. That's not our heart. And this is how you know that we were chosen to be the head. We've always were the head. Because even in our plight, even in our punishment, even in even being prisoners of war, even in our captivity, right? The whole world is against us, and we still, all people got to do is just be nice to us and we fold, because that's who we are. That's really who we are. And what better people to rule earth in this wicked, satanic world? We fold. Fold. It don't matter what the other nations do to us, bro. Right? It don't matter. No matter what's going on, right? Only thing we just want this world to love us, when it's clear it doesn't. And it's even kind of WORSE for the ones who don't have the eyes to see, because they don't have an explanation for why these things happen to us. The enlightened, the real 1%, the remnant within the remnant, we know precisely why. We were told from the heavens why. We didn't wake up one day and just, no, this is heavenly. You either got the downloads or you don't. Or you don't. I'm grateful to have gotten the downloads, bro. It's that golden ticket. So it's like having a golden ticket to the ark. It's a spiritual ark. It's a spiritual ark, right? It's a spiritual ark. You know what I mean? And it's it's crazy, because we really, look, sometimes I'm not supposed to be posting, but it is what it is. All praise to the Most.
Before we move further, guys, we are diving into the powerful conversations where even white folks are acknowledging a deeper truth. They are acknowledging that black people are blessed by God. They are acknowledging that black people are the chosen. For centuries, the world has tried to erase black people. They have tried to oppress and also silence black voices. But the resilience, the strength, and also the spiritual connection of black people can't be denied. This truth is now becoming harder for the world to ignore. Guys, from culture, innovation, creativity, to this unshakable spirit of survival against all odds, black people remain chosen. They remain powerful and also unstoppable. So guys, we are breaking down how history, faith, and lived experiences prove that no matter the obstacles, greatness is always written in the DNA of black people. So guys, let's continue watching. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe for more unapologetic truth and also raw commentaries.
I don't know how to say this in a very demure way. A lot of y'all could not be black. You guys would crumble, crack as fast as me stepping on an insect outside. With the whole Brooke Schofield stuff, it showed me how racist people actually are, how evil people actually are. And with me, I'm unfazed because I know people are racist and I'm like, just another day. Anyone that is currently not facing racism, if you had to experience it for a whole week, you would crack. I've seen the most horrible, diabolical, evil things that should make you want to question yourself. But since I was raised by black parents, they poured so much into me to the point where none of that stuff matters to me. But to imagine a white person being black for a day and having none of that poured into them to just be thrown into it, you would want to yourself. When I see comments from like white people and saying like you're so sensitive, you're so this, I'm like, you don't understand, so that's why I'm gonna give you a pass. If you had to experience, to see, to feel what I have, you would not make it. And that's what makes me better than you. Because honestly, I'm a strong mother effer. I think God chose the right person to be black. I'm that person. I can handle it. I look over it. But a lot of people could not. If you truly want to make it into heaven, maybe stop being racist. Maybe stop making fake profiles. Maybe stop commenting from user 856789999. God chose the right person to be black because I don't care about any of that crap.
Okay, if you're not black, you go ahead and scroll past this video. But if you are, go ahead and come on in. God literally loved us enough to give us 2 layers of skin. I'll be out and about and then I see like the other people and I'll be like, dang, like y'all only got 1 layer of skin. It looks like if they run into anything, they just gonna automatically bleed. Like my mom's married to like an unfortunate non-melanin and she's like, he be running and stuff and just bleeding. And I'm like, oh my gosh, like that's crazy. Granted, he's older, but like I don't know older black folk that just be running and stuff and bleed. On top of that, like we can be outside and we don't peel, we don't rash, we don't turn red. The sun literally recharges us. One day I was out with one of my other homegirls and we was outside hiking and she was like, oh my God, I can't do this. Like, look, my skin is peeling. We have to leave. I'm like, what did y'all, well, we know what y'all did in your past lives. But he loves us enough to give us 2 layers and for the sun to really charge us up and not eat us up. It kind of make you think, are they vampires? But anyways, if you woke up black, you are definitely blessed.
I'm going to say this for the last time and I'm going to leave it alone. I know for a fact that anybody that is born outside of being a black American knows to an extent of exactly who we are. And the reason why none of them will tell us is because they have a fear of saying the truth out loud. And why can't we as black Americans say it? Because we already know. We just have to collectively remember.
If black people were so powerful, how did the Europeans conquer us? That's actually a good question. I read so many different stories over the years about how the Europeans conquered us, and it's always a different story. So now I'm no longer using anybody else's story. Once you are open-minded, you are aware that it could be anything. What if I told you the Europeans were devils in disguise? Because you got to remember that Africans showed the Europeans how to live life correctly. So if we're far more advanced than the Europeans, and we've been on this planet far longer than the Europeans, how did they find a way to conquer us? See what I'm saying? Now, what I'm about to say is not a fact. It's just me using my own common sense. That's all it is. You could call me crazy, you could call me whatever you want, but I honestly believe it's a possibility it played out this way. If you go back into history, for like example, the Moors, there was a point in time Europeans didn't know how to shower, they didn't know about hot food, they didn't know how to read or write, they didn't know anything. It was the black people that had to go and teach them how to live life. So for open-minded people, who's to say devils didn't disguise as humans and tricked us into giving away all our secrets? Remember what the Bible says about the devil, and remember, not everything in the Bible is fake. The thief comes only to steal and kill and destroy. Stop. Now let's be honest, who has been the one going around stealing, killing, and destroying for so long? Let's be real, who's been doing this? Who's been going to different countries for all these years starting war? Who's been going to different countries to steal their oil and other resources? Let's be real. So the devil is being described as somebody we all know. You see those pyramids in Egypt? That's the work of a god. God had to have been walking on this planet once upon a time. Gods. You could call it demonic or whatever you want, but based off what I see, gods were on this planet once upon a time. As well as Mali, as well as Sudan. We were kings and queens all over Africa in ancient times. All over Africa. So how did people that even know how to wipe their own ass correctly come and conquer us? I believe devils came to us looking for help, pretending like they were in desperate needs, and when we gave away all our secrets, they turned against us. Maybe we wasn't supposed to give away what we knew to the Europeans. These Europeans could tell you whatever you want. Black people, you are the chosen Jews of God. But like I said, it's all about being open-minded. People like this, oh, if you're gods, how did you get conquered? Oh, if black people are so tough, how did you get conquered? Closed-minded people might think you're crazy. But closed-minded people are also not thinking that this could be a possibility, that we're actually battling devils. Like I said, this is not a fact. But at least I'm putting the time to think about what happened. I'm running out of time. Follow for more.
I don't know if y'all aware of this, but the black sheep of the family is really the chosen ones in the family, or the chosen one of the family. People can't accept you even as a kid, they don't know why. But if you question it, because I used to question it, that junk used to hurt my feelings. But now I understand. So if you want to know why, this is why. We carry around a blessed spirit. We carry around a manifesting spirit. We are healers. You know, we are the generational curse breakers. You know, we could walk in a room and shift the whole atmosphere. And a weak spirit or a miserable spirit or evil spirit, they don't like stuff like that. They don't like individuals like that. And God tells you in His Word that the eyes are the gateway to our soul. When we was kids, they saw this in us. That's why they treat us like that. They're never gonna treat us nice only if it's something for them to gain from us. Only when they need us. If you notice that, if you sit back and think about it, all the people that mistreated you, think about the times that they were nice to you. And I bet it was you doing something for them every time. But we have a job to do because God chose us. And no, our lives not easy, but at the end of the day, we are blessed. And I'm not sure if y'all noticed this, but no weapon formed against us will prosper. Never, ever, ever in life. Keep shining.
Controversial, but I'm gonna say it anyway. I feel more comfortable around black people. Being the only white person in this entire place. My little family is the only white people, and I feel more comfortable than I would in a festival with more white people, majority of white people. Sit here in the middle of this group eating our delicious food. Everyone's so kind. You don't have to worry about judgment. I can put some baked beans on the baby's tray without people staring at me like I'm just a dirty bitch. Because people, I don't know how to say this without it being fucking twisted. Black people do not judge you like white people.
Black people are the most sympathetic and empathetic people in the world. Now, I don't know where it comes from and what's come from our ancestors or whatever, but we are the most forgiving race in the world. Black people, you really got to do something bad to us for us not to forgive you. No doubt about it.
So guys, we are here talking about something powerful, something that is shaking the room. Even white folks are starting to admit the truth that black people are blessed by God. They are admitting that black people, they are the chosen ones. This is not just opinion. History shows us time and again that no matter what trials and systems of oppression black people are forced into, they rise, they thrive, and they set the standard for the world to follow. Think about it. From the music we listen to, the style we wear, the language we use, and even the movements that shift entire nations. It all traces back to black influence. The irony, while others mock, others copy, or try to erase us, deep down they recognize the truth. They know the source. They know who carries the light. This is why black people, they have always been the target of envy, the target of hatred, and also systemic control. Because when you are chosen, when you are favored, the world notices. And no matter what's taken, no matter how many chains are placed, the spirit of black people cannot be broken. So when white folks themselves say that black people are blessed and chosen, they understand that it's confirmation of what we've always known. You can't deny divine favor. You can't suppress destiny. And the world better prepare itself because the chosen are rising and nothing can stop what's already ordained. Yes. So guys, thank you so much for watching. Be blessed and have a nice time. See you in the next one. In case you have any thoughts or comments, kindly let me know in the comment section. Of course, all credit belongs to the original creators of this video. And this video is meant for educational purposes, commentary purposes, and also for the people who are entertained. It's also meant for entertainment purposes. Thank you so much for watching. Peace be with you. Have a nice time. Let's meet in the comment section as I prepare for you the next video. Thank you so much. Kindly comment, share, give this video a thumbs up, and subscribe.